welcome back to Hermitcraft. Alright, well, I'm up here on top of the vine farm, and, well, what I want to do here is some viewer suggestions. One of which was that if I put another layer of blocks up here, oh please, another layer of blocks up here, and extend the vines up a block, then I can, from below, when I'm going down one side, I can cut 2 layers on the second side, and then I'm going to extend the walkway at the bottom, or actually I already have extended the walkway on the main part of the thing so that one could walk all the way around. And there's a little bit of an opening up that I have to do, but that won't be an issue. Open up some space, and then I will be able to just circle all the way around this thing, cutting vines all the way around. And I've got another little tweak that I think I'm going to do as well. Alright, now from here, have the vines growing down from there. Do the same thing on that side. Hope I got enough. Oh well, they're easy to come by in here. Okay, yeah, alright, see, there's the idea. Now, when I'm on this side down below cutting, I can cut what's the one that's hanging over the opening and this up here. And also the enchanted shears, unbreaking, efficiency, and mending on there. I'm not really sure that they're breaking the vines any faster, but unbreaking helps them last longer, and that's good. And of course mending makes it easy to get them repaired, although repairing them via mending does require taking time out to visit an XP farm. So basically this row of blocks down here, those I have to take out. And then of course let's just get her over there. See, this way I should be able to harvest quite a bit of vines, and certainly a lot faster than I was. Yeah. Just come all the way around here. Yeah, I think that's going to work. So yeah, and if any are hanging down like here, shift down, cut them, and then start cutting the upper ones. And instead of trying to aim from this side at that little teeny thin area where I would cut the one on this side above, I just go around the other side and do it. Yeah, this will work out good. Now what I'll need to do, I think, is that rather than making a trip to get it repaired every time the one goes dead, I'm going to arrange to have several sets of shears like this, And I'm going to aim for efficiency 5, unbreaking 3. If any kind of efficiency will help, then efficiency 5 will have the best chance of it. And then there's the unbreaking 3, and of course mending. And that way one trip to the ender can allow me to fix up like maybe 6 or 7 pairs. There. Not bad. There is one that I noticed it fell on the edge over there. Not thrilled about that, but it's only 1 or 2. 3, actually. There. Alright, so that's where we're at with the vine farm at the moment. But you know, I was thinking about it. Why have 1 when you can have 2 for twice the price? So I'm going to be working on building another one of these things. Have it right next to this one, and at the top connect them so I can make the rounds at 1, get it all taken care of, and then cross over and make the rounds on the second one. Yeah. Not bad. 9 stacks. Cool. And that way, anytime I want to collect vines, it should be a simple matter to collect a fair number of them. And if I've got like 4 or 5 or whatever pairs of shears all fixed up, then we'll be doing good there too. Yeah. So, why don't I go make some more stone brick? That ought to be enough. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. We've got like so. And we do something like that. All the way down, of course. It's so much faster when you're doing it from the ground. Because you get so slippery slidey on this ice that I'm going to end up filling that in anyway, so yeah. But basically, that's the thing. Get 2 of these things going. And end up being pretty much the king of vines. Although that doesn't sound so prestigious as you might think. At least not to me it doesn't. But yeah. Get out of my way, you. I better clear this out and maybe torch some of this up. because the last thing I want is a bunch of unwanted mob spawns. Because they just have a tendency to ruin your whole day, you know what I mean? So I'll get this thing built up and pretty much make it a twin to the other one, and then connect their walkways at the top so that I can make the rounds on one and then come over here and make the rounds on this one, and I just keep going back and forth for as long as I feel like doing it, or until I have enough vines. And I should very quickly become the leading supplier of vines or vine-treated products. Either way. Yeah, a lot of those torches aren't going to be permanent because once the thing is all built up, I won't need them. At least not there. But, yeah. Okay. So that's where I stand with this thing. I think it's going to have a pretty good potential. And I should be able to rock quite a bit of vines out of this thing. Let's see. Yeah. And yeah, I'm going to have to dig this thing up a bunch and get the walkways built around it. And, you know, the whole thing, everything I need to do to make it look like the other one. And I'm going to do most of that off camera because it's not very interesting to watch. I don't think it is, and I'm sitting here doing it. Probably going to end up having to put together a scaffold to work on this, because I'm getting lower and lower as I go here. Yeah. So, there you are. Vine City is quickly becoming a thing. Will be the leading person for vines or products that are treated with vines. Alright, let's see what we got up here. Yeah. There's a good bunch of stuff here, and it doesn't take long for a little bit of it to grow. And this is why I figure having two of these things, the size that they are, there is enough stuff growing at all times that you've got minimal time involved in waiting for something to grow. Because the time you spend waiting for stuff to grow, that's the time that I really, really begrudge. I would rather have something growing that can be harvested reasonably often than to have a situation where I'm waiting for stuff to grow. And I think that with two of these things going, that would be pretty much the ticket right there. So I'm going to spend some time later today, tomorrow, whatever day it is, and get this second one going, double my production, and be doing pretty good. Okay. And also, if I get the time to do so, I have what you might call it maybe a bonus video coming up either later today or sometime tomorrow. I found something that I was quite sure that I had lost. And so I'm going to fire up that world, an old modded file, an old modded Minecraft from beta 1.2.5. And let me know what you think. Like I said, later today or possibly tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.